Right. So this video is actually going to be kind of complex, and if you haven't played Tryndamere before, or you just aren't very mathematical, or you might be a little confused. Now, Jungle Tryndamere is sort of RNG based. Either I'm going to crit or I'm not going to crit. I have a percentage chance to crit. Now, the other factor is I also have a heal based on how much fury. So I can sacrifice my fury to gain health back, and that is how I sustain. However, if I were to use this, I gain health back, and now I lose some attack damage for gaining health back. So, how does one balance all these things? Half of it depends on who I'm facing. In this case, I'm not facing anyone. Other, how do I balance it? And then I have health pots. The other thing is, if I dual heal, let's say I just heal, now that I lose some of my physical attributes, I can't clear as fast, and I may eventually end up taking more damage. So, you have to understand, a lot of it you should count your critical strikes. I mean, I have to understand how much I'm actually getting. So I'm just going to begin jungling. I don't have any help with me, so it's going to probably be a little rough, but it's right there. I got one critical strike, and I'm being on this Brave camp, and right now I'm at 32%. I'm going to be at 35, and I'm not getting many crits despite being at 35. However, that doesn't mean I should use my fury. I still have health. I used the health pot. I'm going to try to take this out based on my critical strikes. Now, as my health is dropping, I'm also gaining bonus AD. So I take this, and now I have a choice. I could say I like the clear speed, so I'm going to use this health pot and move on to wolves. Or I could say I'm going to use my Q and heal up for even more. In this case, I'm going to go straight for this. I'm going to use my crit to take out this wolf, right? I'm going to get as many crits as I think I'm going to get. And before it's about to go down, I'm going to heal, because at that point I don't need a critical strike. Gain some health back, and I'm going to move my way back to Wraith camps. To some people this is basic, but to others, you have to know Tryndamere. People have been playing Tryndamere for a while know these things. Now this Wraith is only going to do 25 damage to me, and I don't really need crit anymore, so once I'm full I'm going to use it. Now you can see I'm starting to get my health back. I still have 2 pots, and jungling is looking pretty easy. And that's because I actually balanced out my critical strikes. Now I'm actually here at 0 fury, so I know I'm going to take some extra damage. So I pop a pot, I try to take out these little guys, get them out the way, and now I'm going to go for the blue buff. I have smite, I got some crits, get another crit, another spinning slash, and let's smite it. Now, I have a choice. See, I'm at full fury, and I have double buffs. Now, instead of popping my bloodlust, I could make my way around for mid or top. In this case, I chose top and just ganked the lane. One mistake I did make is I didn't take the mocking shout. That's because I was level 3. But that's okay. So I'm gonna heal a little bit extra. If I had the mocking shout, I probably could have been a little more successful on that gank. Once I'm level 4, I could get the mocking shout, or I could take the mocking shout at level 3. And now I cleared the jungle. I don't have any pots, but I'm Tryndamere, so I don't technically need it. All I need to do is make sure that I use my bloodlust to heal up a bit. And as I'm getting more levels in my bloodlust, sustain becomes less of a problem because I'm healing for more. Now the goal is, whenever I choose to gank, I want to make sure I have as much fury as possible. Hence why, right after blue buff, I made my way over to a lane to simulate a gank.
I am your worst nightmare.
Just gonna smite. A good thing about Tryndamere, since he has the spinning slash, he can navigate the jungle a little quicker, which means he could get to the next camp with more fury. Once I feel like crit an enemy enough, I'm going to heal. And you just kind of repeat this process, looking for ganks in between. And if you'll find that if you spam your bloodlust, you just keep spamming anytime it's off cooldown, just do it. You're not going to be like successful. Another thing is if you also, well, here it's okay because there's nothing around to take. But in the early game, if you just keep expending your fury, you might not have enough to gank. You might be a ton of health but not have the fury to gank, and you might just have extra health pots that benefit you in no way because you'll just end up selling them once you get your wriggles. But you can also end up taking more damage because you didn't kill things as quickly, and I might be repeating myself here. And another problem is if you're at full fury and you're not getting crits, you're taking damage for no benefit because the critical strike isn't there. Your only benefit is a bonus AD. And that's just basically jungle Tryndamere for you. I explained some of this in my guide. I'm gonna explain some of this in my guide, but some people they understand it better not reading it and more seeing it in action. So that's what this video is about. People who already play Tryndamere know these things, and it's nothing new to them. But people who are going to start playing Tryndamere will have to learn these things. A lot of it comes from experience, understanding your situation, who you're facing, and what you can get away with. Another thing is I could go into a gank at about this amount of health and then just heal. Once I start getting focused, I use the critical strike, and when I'm getting focused, I heal. But yeah, that's jungle Tryndamere. I tried to do my best to explain this. I hope you guys understand it. And that's the end of this video. So this will be in the Tryndamere jungle guide, and you'll find more information